President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has promoted Ghana to Japanese businesses at the Yokohama Investment Forum in Japan, stating that Ghana is actively seeking Japanese investors to capitalize on emerging opportunities across multiple sectors, positioning itself as a strategic gateway to West Africa. Speaking at the Presidential Investment Forum on the sidelines of TICAD 9 conference in Yokohama, Japan, on Tuesday, August 19, 2025, President Mahama outlined comprehensive support mechanisms designed to attract Japanese businesses, including public-private partnerships that allow government collaboration to mitigate investment risk. According to President Mahama, while Ghana does not offer sovereign guarantees for borrowing, the government provides strong assurances against business exploitation and offers blended finance options for large-scale projects. The country encourages foreign investors to form joint ventures with established Ghanaian businessmen who possesses deep local market. President Mahama emphasized that Africa represents the next frontier for investment as traditional markets become saturated. The proposal centers on combining Japanese precision with Ghanaian potential to create mutual beneficial business opportunities. President Mahama added that Ghana is positioning itself as a regional energy powerhouse, capitalizing on decades of strategic infrastructure development and recent natural resource discoveries to meet domestic demand and export surplus power to neighboring countries.
One of the major growth areas for Ghana is in energy. And Ghana has a comparative advantage when it comes to energy production. Our first president was the first to establish the Akosombo hydroelectric dam, which is a 1,020 megawatt hydroelectric power plant. We have subsequently had other hydro plants, including the Pong hydroelectric power plant and then the Bui hydroelectric power plant. So there are three of them. But after a while, we realized that these hydro plants were not enough to supply the energy needs of Ghana. And so we went into thermal production. The good news is that once we went into thermal production, side by side, we discovered huge quantities of oil and gas. And we took a decision to utilize the gas for power production. And so we have a gas to power policy. And so our thermal plants are being run on gas. We're bringing new gas fields into operation. And because we're members of the West African Power Pool, our energy transmission systems are interconnected with our neighboring countries. And so any excess of power we're able to produce, we can evacuate and sell to our neighboring countries because we have a comparative advantage when it comes to power. Our cost is much lower than they can produce it themselves using fuel oils. We also have the opportunities for mitigating your risk by doing PPPs, that is, government will partner with you to invest if you are interested. We currently do not provide sovereign guarantees in terms of borrowing, but our guarantees are that your business, will be protected and will not be expropriated. We also have blended finance for huge projects, and so that is available. We have local partnership, and as you were told, some of our big businessmen are here, and so setting up joint ventures with Ghanaian businessmen who know the terrain and would be something that is useful. And so I invite you to pilot with that. Select any of the areas. If it's automotive, if it's agro-processing, it is investment in green transition, you can join us and partner to be able to do that. You can use Ghana, as I said, as your West African hub and locate your regional office in Ghana or your production line in Ghana for export into the sub-region. You can also invest with our universities and vocational institutions to establish training centers that will be tied to whatever investments that you want to do. Ghana is a land of opportunity, and many nationals from all over the world are investing in Ghana. As I said, we wish to, because of the discipline, quality standards, and industrial wisdom that Japanese businessmen have, we wish to encourage Japanese businessmen to look towards Ghana. Africa is the next frontier for investment. Most parts of the world are saturated when it comes to investment. Africa is opening up, is growing, and is a place that Japan should be looking at. And so let us marry Japanese precision with Ghanaian potential